Someone asked me, what do you want to manifest? What do you want to manifest? Okay, what can you start off with right now that you want to manifest? Well, number one, clearly you have to be honest with yourself. Number one, I want to manifest a place of grounding so I could ground myself in the beginning to lay a solid foundation for step number two. Step number two, what do you want to manifest? Obviously, I want to bring my projects into fruition. I want to complete my writing and my projects that is just the core of one's being, that could actually help others around them find themselves as well. What do you want to manifest? Number three. Obviously, number three, I want to make sure that I'm not stupid enough to do the same mistakes as I did in the previous universe, where I did spend all my money. You know what I mean? I did literally go on this spending spree without literally knowing what the consequences are. And now that I know what they are, this is the only chance that I know where you could get back up again. Number four is to encourage those around me, not just myself, not just to uplift and inspire women, but to other people too. You know what I mean? Just because you are a woman in the 20th century, if you're not in love, it doesn't mean that you need to marry someone you don't want to. And for a given, it's not a sin to just wait for the right person. And when they do come, you'll know. It's an internal feeling thing. You would feel it in your bones. You would feel that magnetic connection. And you know what it is when it is the right moment. So, doesn't mean I'm opposed to it. It's just the fact that I'm not there yet. And you cannot stop me from doing the things that I want to do. In this universe of free will and the concept of manifestation. Amen. Hi, it's Lainey, aka Violet, and I wanted to give you an update on life as it is. I wanted to say that during the past month, actually, yes, this past month was a whole lot of shadow work. A whole lot of shadow actually manifested this past month. And should I say that I do feel a lot more aligned knowing that my shadow is really up there? I mean, it's like the fire just actually came out. And I'm not trying to be going back and forth on things. And I know for a fact that this time I know that expression is something that needs to come out more. Like this jacket, for example. I mean, this is like, what the heck? I got this for free. And it's pretty like, I don't know, this jacket is like pretty dope. I don't know. I went through a bunch of shit. I decided to come to San Francisco for Pride. And then met a couple people who ended up being like white fucking drug dealers and shit. And they be doing like all kinds of shit in their homes. Like, literally like shooting heroin and I don't know, methamphetamine, and then doing all this bunch of fentanyl, like smoking crack and shit. And I'm like, fucking, I'm just laying there and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what the hell am I doing in here and why am I still here? But obviously a lot of my shadow did come out during that week. I mean, I swear to gosh, I haven't gotten so angry before, to the point where it felt like the whole walls were shaking, literally. Just a blank argument with one of the guys, and I was just like, I went off on him, literally. I didn't know how much fire I could actually have. And then, I mean, the whole ambiance was good, I'd say, but most were bad because it's just like, it's just one of those times where just you're over high school and you're like, you're not doing drugs anymore, but yet you just like all the creative stuff that comes with it. It was a good experience, but I had to move on from it, so I left. And that fucker literally like took my clothes and shit, and yeah, well, I just took my clothes and left. And then another part too was when I know for a fact that I did try this thing called G. It's like a liquid, it's a clear liquid that makes you feel like you're on, I don't know, you're just like literally floating, like your body is weightless, and it's like you can't even feel anything, you're totally numb, but at the same time you're feeling your nerves, just with a bunch of like lightning, I guess. Your nerves just become so induced in that feeling. But I say too much of that stuff would literally be like horse tranquilizer type stuff, so I wouldn't recommend it if you had work the next day. So I tried it. It was a good drug, but I don't think I'll do it again, honestly. But fuck, man, I swear to gosh, this whole shadow, dark night of the moon, dark side of the moon shadow experience was pretty bizarre. And I swear to gosh, a lot more better writing did come from it. A lot of it actually just like enhanced the way I perceive the world, and basically just like more of a badass now. Big time.
This place is more like a powder keg.
Do I want to have a relationship right now? Of course not. Am I open to anything right now? Sure. But not to the point where you feel like you are being taken advantage of. So I'd be like standing up for that type of shit. Seriously, like, if you know that you're in a place where you could leave and it like literally like staying there would make you not leave more, I would suggest leave that place ASAP. So yeah, San Francisco for Pride. I'm here and I'm trying to like see whether or not, you know, being broke alone and basically just networking with anyone that I see would work this time, because obviously it has been working so far, just not caught up in the right mix, but you know, we're getting there. It's a big ass world out there, it's a big ass city out there, so what you gonna do? For one starters, I am starting on my book, which is 25% complete, by the way. and working on some new jams. Hopefully would lead into some type of partnership or something. And third, just seeing how humanity and society is in this new city. And am I scared to actually venture off in the unknown? At first, yes. But nowadays, it's just like going with the flow feels better than staying stagnant. So that is the update. I will post more later. Have a good day. Enjoy your day. And don't stay safe. Thank you.